Hello everybody, welcome back to a new episode of Railway Empire 2. Today we're going to follow this train line for a while because I want to boost that one back to the 20 million again. I also changed a little thing, so let's hope everything starts working out. Things are really looping. So the plan for today, other than getting over 20 million, 30 would be preferred, 40 would even be better, is to move into Spain. And with Spain, when that's done, I'm off to Portugal and eventually back into Spain, then France again, and complete the encirclement of my AI opponent, which is one of my goals to achieve, and hopefully well,
Not that I don't enjoy myself, but you should increase the reliability of your trains.
oh, so she is able to comment on things. Complete the encirclement and then start working towards buying up. So the episode that happens, I already know the title for that, but that's a bit away. Currently, we're in the Viva Espagna episode. So the change I made, and I'm not sure how it's going to work out right now on this train, is for those who were in the previous episodes around noticing that this was an end station. Well, not anymore. And yes, I did mess things up. I've added another station to pick up corn, making the trip for this train slightly easier. And that station we also going to pick up salt eventually, which is something I can send to the other cities as well. But yeah, by doing so, I sort of messed up how this train is going. But things will be interesting because I've never been on a train that's actually going anywhere but the way it has to go. It's not the only train making that mistake. That's also the one to supply Barcelona because these are the only ones that actually run. which part of track right now. All my trains to and from Barcelona are... No, that's a passenger train. Mail. Okay, so everything is kind of messed up. Well, it makes for an interesting episode for sure. Not to mention, we're already back to 11 million. That part is going well. Now wait a second. This is still the track between Barcelona and Perpignan. Ha! Right. So far nothing is wrong. Except me. So yeah, what else to tell? Well, not much about this part of the tracks. I mean, we've been there before. there's Barcelona, which also means now I'm going to figure out what's going to happen. Will this train continue the route as it is planned, or is it going to return on a normal way, starting at step one again? I hope it's the former, but it's possible it's the latter, or things were completely messed up, which is also a possibility, and it's going somewhere it's not supposed to be. Meanwhile, I can edit this one. Papi no was all the way over there. Chave, Chave, Chavez, something like that. Corn is being removed. Perpignan, back to, no, I think it's Chavez, and to Perpignan again. For Toulouse, I can do something similar. With him, but he will pick up the corn over there. Instead, head here to pick up salt. And Montpellier. Oh, for Mathieu. I have another station for sugar. No, I don't. Everything is going 2 arrows up except for Perpignan. That's the disadvantage of circular routes. It needs to go to Katowice from Breslau, and it ends up all the way between Vienna and Pressburg. Just hope that I didn't make a mistake. didn't. Okay. You know what? I think that's a better idea. This is something. That's why I said that at some point I should start playing with a smaller map, because there's so much to do. I would basically spend 5 minutes in the game, and when it's actually moving, and half an hour or an hour only uh, checking industries, checking rural industries, checking trains, checking the routes, upgrade things, and all of that. Which can be fun in a way, but yeah, there's so much micromanaging at some point that the game will become, okay, look at this, it's moving. So that part is working. But in a way, with all the micromanagement, yeah, it becomes a start-stop thingy. And I'm not sure if that's really attractive. I don't like it. I like to think to run things smoothly. Every once in a while, check things. Yeah. So, boom. That's the line we actually set up. Cargo lines we set up last episode. Because I had overlooked, which is another advantage of using a smaller map. The fact that you got a better overview. But to come back to what I said, playing this game in a start-stop mode is not really what I like to do. I'm currently forced to because it becomes very taxing on my system due to everything I have open, which is why I said that in the upcoming episodes, no, once this is done, I may switch to another map, but a smaller one, and work with that. 13 million, I will probably be the only one. So what I'm going to do, 1.6, so I'm paying 1.4 at
Have
least.
fun with this worthless junk. I purposely did not bid here.
Because you don't have the money, wench. 1.2, so around a million.
What are you going to do with that? You really should take better care of.
Ah, want to bet? So, no 20 million yet. But I got two new industries, which over time will give me a lot of money. because they will also start supplying everything behind after this station. And this is what we're going to face in the next episodes. Very dry land. Which one was that? Number 3. Number 2 is returning. Number 3 is being served. Okay. This means that we may return to that station to pick up salt, which I don't use yet, so it's not going to be picked up. Or we start at the first stop now. I hope that we won't do this little trip again, but instead return to the next part of the stop from here. If Yero shows up, it's going to follow its normal route again. Which is good. No, we're going for salt. Okay. No, we're not. We're off to Yera. I have the feeling. So it's not having a feeling, it's being sure that I'm heading in the wrong direction. The other one got a shitload of corn. Okay. So everything is messed up. Unless I have made a mistake. But I doubt that. One of the things I could have done by accident is not adding grid islands, but as far as I know, I did add grid islands. So. Many horns again. I may have to wait for 3 tracks. Although with 4 tracks available, trains should be able to move on with ease. What I'm going to do is add 1 one waypoint here. And the same waypoint there. No. Number 2 and him. Yeah, things are a little bit messed up right now. Eventually everything will be okay. Here we go again. Actually full. Oh well, there's no fool as an old fool. Um, Number 4. Number 2. Is that possible? Yes, that's possible. Then remove the waypoints. Number 3 and number 1. And that way I'm going to use all 4 tracks. Everything is messed up right now. This one may actually end up in Montpellier. But that happens when you start adjusting some settings. So let's hope everything works the way it should right now. That one train, I don't even bother with it. I don't think there's any need to bother with it actually. Now we get this because everything is messed up. It will use the wrong tracks. the Perpignan supply. Okay. Oh, it did turn around. Everything's messed up right now. So this one isn't even transporting any goods. I also need to work at supply number 2. Make sure that it doesn't interfere that much with the supply number 1. And I need to work on the supply from Perpignan. Plus, on the passenger station, passenger slash mail station, I also need to work on which platform is doing what. Although that's going to be easier because I can put passengers on one track, mail on the other track, and everything heading into Spain on, like from France on track 1 and 2, and everything heading into Spain on track 3 and 4, problem solved. Or maybe 1 and 3 and 2 and 4, something like that. Load it. Okay, so we're going to get some beer, finally. Increasing distance, Chavez, so finally off to Perpignan. Then beyond Perpignan to pick up the, what's its name, logs. With the logs back to Barcelona, going to pick up the corn, and everything is working as intended. The only thing that still needs to happen is the distance increasing, but eventually that'll be done by itself anyway. And the funny thing is the train with the grain is still waiting. If that one is going to Perpignan, with the grain I supplied, everything should become a little bit better. So it's possible that as soon as we pass this station, that train actually starts running. So it's only 3 wagons, 3 cars. You know what? Ooh. So 4, 2,
Finally, you
3,
win
6.
an auction too.
Nice. 700,000. It's making a loss now, but as soon as everything starts working the way it should, it's going for a profit. let's continue. Still, I haven't made that 20 million yet. Don't think it's that much of a problem anymore now. Because she didn't buy a thing. She didn't even bid in the auction. Currently I have 2 passenger cars, so things are going to improve for the passenger transport as well. This is also a good thing. And here we are by the Pion. Dropping off that little bit of beer we have. Done. 2300. Servicing, and if I'm not mistaken, we're going that way. Yep, going to pick up logs and keep it in bird's eye view for a moment. Metal. Patch. Sure. It's where I am, so.
Such a breakdown is really typical for you. You just don't have your trains under control.
What breakdown? Yeah, well, if it's Supposed to head to Montpellier and it's heading somewhere else. It's making sense. I'm going to do something else because I'm done with her whining for a while. You notice that all her cities are getting red arrows right now. Basically, that means that she's unable to control things. She's falling behind on everything, which we already knew. That's the Derwents. That's a Derwents. Let's see what she has here. All Derwents over here. Still Stevenson's Derwents. I thought she had GMs. So back to outside. Five blocks. So this will very likely get a refill because it's at 48%. That's the best part. It's waiting for a train on platform 1 and then it passes on platform 2 itself. That's smoke though. Resupply. Wrong direction, mate. No. Ah, yeah, this one. 5% for any locomotive. Okay. that's going to take me 3 months. If I'm not mistaken, it should go to Chavez after this. So I think that means it should end on track 2. No, it doesn't. Oh no, first going to pass the area. Curious though, how much effort will end up once the whole tour is done. I've been messing things up, so it's doing some extra steps from the previous round. Shit. So with the extra steps we did in the previous tour, the average has dropped. It should increase right now. 11.5. Okay, that's an improvement. We also passed 20 million this time. And we're off to Chavez. Looks like it's waiting for him. Okay. Which means I should end up at 2 different platforms right now. Let's serve 4 trains over here at once. Come on, come on. so tired of that setting blow the horn at each and every signpost and whatever they encounter. Because it's something we don't have in Europe. It's an American thing, because apparently in the US people aren't aware that a steam train can be pretty dangerous if you keep walking on the railroad track, so people need to be warned over and over again. While Europe will be like, okay, better get out of its way. Yeah, it's 2.3. So the boost is adding 300 out of the 2000 I had before. So that's about 17%. Yeah. I think freight and mail 10% revenue. So 10%, that's 200. Maintenance requirements, ticket price and speed. Okay, so not on what you earn per cargo. So 972 on this one, 371 on that one, minus, and plus 800 on that one. Sort of makes sense. Barcelona is growing as well. Right. Time. Add him. That's going to be a pain in the butt. Because the big question is how to connect it to this cargo station. One, two, three, fourth. better idea. Again, but this time I'm going to put the station more aligned with the mountainside. This also means that I have to readjust the train routing for everything transporting refrigerated goods. And we need to adjust something in Barcelona. To make sure things keep going the way they should. Any train over here is able to connect to the main track now, but I'm afraid that I won't be able to make it there. Ooh, that's very tight. It works though. Don't ask me how it's possible, but it does work. So any train coming in from this direction is now able to switch to the refrigerator parts. As you can see, it's able to move to Ortega and to Barcelona again. And that's exactly what I wanted. So I'm able to supply Barcelona with milk as well right now. We need to do one more thing on the Ortega stuff. Can't do anything. No, the reason it can't do anything is because it doesn't have a demand in the cities yet. If you check here, milk, 35,000 citizens, we are at 29. That's why. I need sugar and clothing. That's going to be a problem. Although sugar will be done here in Zaragoza. Height lines are nice, but I still prefer to use normal view. That's the effect of this by adjusting your tracks. all of a sudden we move from 500,000 to, where's my pointer there? From 500,000 to 180. Right, left, right, left. Grid islands. Side tracks. Same thing on the other side. No, we're not going to connect to him. I hope I'm able to make it to Zaragoza. Now wait a sec. What the heck? Yeah, him. I really need to set up a supply station there. Next. Way I understand why cities keep expanding their stations with all these increasing speeds of their trains. Because all the switches need more and more room to maintain that high speed. I mean, with the Stephenson rocket, I could do a pretty short switch. Currently, it's already longer before I'm able to get the maximum speed out of things. Big question. If should I? Passenger train is riding on the top. So I could build cargo tracks. But the biggest question is, should I go to the sugar? And from the sugar, well, eventually I need to go here too. I don't know what it is. Ah, oil. And going this way makes it a pretty long route. Going directly to through the corn is an option, but eventually I need to go to Burgos. So I think my most logical solution would be Zaragoza, sugar, corn, finding my way through here, past him, to Burgos. And then the question is, what do we have here? That's probably cement. But the thing with Burgos is I need to make a connection with that. And this part is being connected to Burgos and Bilbao. Burgos Leon. So I can go past the cement to Leon. But should I add the oil? If I add the oil, it's going to be a very long route. There. Clay also needs to be connected to Zaragoza at some point. $22 million. Okay, let's drop both stations.
Do you really have to disfigure every city with your stations?
Ha! What do you think? Close to the edge as possible. Oh. I got to check something. Never mind. The Stevenson rocket did about 30 kilometers an hour. So for the rocket, this would have been sufficient. Currently I'm running at 70, so this would have been sufficient, but I'm going. I have trains that eventually will be over 90 or even 100 kilometers an hour. That's what I meant with understanding with city development, why they keep increasing. See, that's 90. Increasing the distance from stations because of the grid irons and the switches. gas station. In a way, I'm lucky to have that cargo station at the bottom, because that makes things a lot easier. This doesn't, however. Hey, that's weird. Okay, so that's the bottleneck. Now it does show up. Just can't lift it. Okay. I'm making a mistake, I think. Yep. And sometimes you can't get maximum speed. In this situation, no. Maintenance done. Renault. Maintenance done. All the names. The top one is passenger slash mail. I really hope my spelling was correct this time. No. It is now. Now the other one, which is more complicated. We're done. Like that. The. Well, almost right. Which means that once again we have to adjust the trade route here. The Perpignan ones is also going to be replaced. Heading off to Mathieu. No, it wasn't. Come on, add station. It won't add the station, which means there's something wrong. Somewhere. Yep, that's wrong. It could get in, but it couldn't get out. It also means that the moment I have adjusted this, the trains are going everywhere but this route, at least for a while. No, it already has. Re-attempt. And I know it works because now we have the green circle. Which also means that next time don't see the circle, there's something wrong. Let's add another one. $1,400. See, so average revenue per train and week, so it has increased now. What platform should I put this one? In 1 and 4. So let's put it on 3. Should I add the first passenger train? Yeah, I can do that. The only problem is that I won't be able to do any maintenance. Or this. So one of the questions will be, am I going to pick up the wood over here? Or Perpignan? Problem is that distance-wise, they're probably just as far, especially considering the turn I'm making here. Grain, Zaragoza, wood, Zaragoza, corn, Zaragoza, sugar, Zaragoza, salt, Zaragoza. Let's see how that goes. How much time? No, I don't have that much time left actually. 290. Okay. Nice. this is going to be very confusing because we got Lyon train station, and at some point we also have the city of Lyon added. I think Burgos, Burgos is going to be different. Passenger, passenger on top, passenger on top, passenger on top. Cargo needs to go there. And the oil we have here will eventually connect to Moreno. So I may actually set up a warehouse here. Let's see. Need to Barcelona. I can pick up vegetables. I can pick up milk with lots of problems. Because that one needs to go underneath. Okay, I will have a look at that. For now, thanks for watching everybody. Next week we will follow this train. I can promise you that we're going to ride along with him through the desolate Spanish countryside for a bit. And as soon as we got more money, I will connect to Fernandez, Otero, and off to Burgos. And I may actually start the passenger service from Barcelona, but we'll see about that. For now, thanks for watching. I hope you've been enjoying it. I'm wishing everybody a very good week. See you next week. Goodbye.